a tactical masterclass, or a complete positional breakdown. Bibi-Sara Asabayeva and Divya Deshmukh just played a game that proves why the Women's Speed Chess Championship is the most dangerous tournament on the planet right now. We are witnessing a clinical dismantling of White's structure, culminating in a final sequence that will leave your jaw on the floor. If you want to understand how to exploit minor structural weaknesses and turn them into a devastating kingside attack, you need to watch this game to the very last move. Let's dive into the carnage. We open with d4, the standard choice for professional players looking for long-term positional pressure. Bibi-Sara chooses the queen's pawn game, looking to build a stable center. Divya responds with knight f6, entering the territory of the semi-Slav or queen's gambit decline complex. This is high-level theory where the battle is often fought not on the board, but in the depths of preparation. Both players are elite, and neither is going to give an inch in the opening phase. The bishop g5 line in the semi-Slav. This is the main line classic. Bibi-Sara is pinning the knight f6, putting immediate pressure on Divya's central control. By playing bishop g5, White is challenging Black to solve their piece coordination problems early. Divya plays knight d7, a rock-solid response designed to challenge the pin and maintain the structural integrity of the dark square complex. It's a game of patience now. Bibi-Sara retreats the bishop to h4. It's a waiting game. She wants to maintain that tension, keeping the pin alive while slowly preparing for a kingside expansion or a central break. Divya strikes back with g6. This is a bit of a double-edged sword. It creates a hole on the dark squares near her king, but it restricts White's potential influence. It's a prophylactic measure to prevent any future bishop h6 ideas, but it does weaken the king's safety slightly. A bold choice in a speed game. The expansion on the queen side begins. Bibi-Sara plays b4 to challenge Divya's space. Divya responds with bishop f5. This is an excellent trade for Black. By bringing the bishop to f5, she forces a trade that simplifies the position and removes one of White's most active pieces. In speed chess, simplification is a powerful tool to neutralize an opponent's momentum. Bibi-Sara is forced to exchange, and the structure is now starting to look a little more favorable for Black's maneuverability. A very annoying pawn push. This b5 move forces the action on the queen side, trying to undermine the Black structure. But Divya is ready, and she brings the rook f3. This rook maneuver is sneaky. It controls the third rank and puts pressure on White's b-pawn. It's a classic example of creating an active piece out of a defensive structure. Bibi-Sara has to be careful here. The queen side is becoming a graveyard for pieces. After the exchange of rooks, White has a queen on b3. Bibi-Sara is trying to consolidate, but notice the placement of the pieces. Black's knight on d6 is an absolute monster. That piece is centralized, controlling key squares and dictating the flow of the game. White's pieces are a bit clustered, and Divya is successfully using her superior coordination to stifle any real counterplay. The pressure is mounting on the d-file. Bibi-Sara plants the knight on c5, hoping to cause chaos in the Black camp. This is a very active, aggressive square. However, Divya responds with knight c4. It's a tit-for-tat trade of knight maneuvers. Look at the balance. The pieces are trading off, but Black's position remains incredibly sturdy. In high-level chess, Maintaining this level of solidity under time pressure is exactly what separates the top 10 in the world from the rest of the field. The knight on d7 is attacking the rook on b8. This is a critical moment. Sarah thinks she's found a tactical path to simplify, but she might be missing the long-term structural implications. Divya calmly retreats with rook b4. She isn't panicking. She's keeping her pieces active and ready for the endgame transition. Bisara's play here is starting to look a little bit desperate, as she searches for a decisive blow that simply isn't there. Oh, this is a massive oversight. Sarah moves the knight to c5, but she completely ignores the tactical threat posed by the bishop on d6. Divya strikes with bishop takes g3. This is the turning point of the game. It's a classic demolition of the pawn shield. With the g3 pawn gone, the white king is left completely naked. This is the kind of tactic that wins championships, finding the hidden sacrifice under extreme time pressure. White captures the piece, but it's too late. The damage to the kingside structure is irreparable. Divya's queen is now flooding into the position. The engine evaluation is swinging wildly in favor of black now. Sarah tries to create some activity with the queen, but she is essentially chasing ghosts. The vulnerability of the white king is the defining theme of this endgame, and Divya has perfectly calculated the entry squares for her queen. And there it is. The queen takes f2 check. Bisara's position finally crumbles. The pressure has been relentless, and one single tactical slip on move 36 allowed the entire foundation to collapse. Divya Deshmukh has played an absolute gem, showing incredible precision and nerves of steel. This is what world-class chess is all about. Identifying the one weakness and hammering it until the house of cards falls. Sarah resigns, and Divya takes the full point in this brilliant encounter. What a game! From a quiet semi-Slav opening to a complete structural collapse, Divya showed us exactly why she is a force to be reckoned with. Analyzing these high-level games is the best way to improve your own tactical vision. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Chess 64 Elite Academy right now for more elite chess content.